about to check out probably the coolest shoes that I'm ever going to be in the presence of. They're a little demonic, to be honest with you. They're a little creepy, but they're art. They're art, or that's my perspective I'm looking at, okay? We have the Tabi Maison Margiela ankle boots on the menu for today, and I'm so freaking excited because I've wanted these shoes for the longest time. I've just never had the guts to be like bold enough to get them, or I kind of never had enough faith in my style that I could possibly pull them off. But here we are today. I'm wearing a very unique outfit to perhaps compliment them. And we are fortunately working with a company called UpShoe. I've worked with them countless times and they've always provided me with the best experiences. Their quality of shoe and their options on their site is just absolutely phenomenal. So do yourself a favor, check out UpShoe. All their information is gonna be linked down below in the description box. And we're gonna do a deep dive on these tabis because I've never been in the presence of one, ever. So this is gonna be quite unique. We're gonna check out every angle on the angle. So if you're up for an inspection, grab yourself a snack, perhaps a drink, and keep on watching. First and foremost, so we're gonna acknowledge this outfit, okay? Because I put this together specifically just for this outfit. So I have on this denim looking top. I don't know, I wore this many times, and just complements these minimal shorts I have on. And these are pretty cool. They're like flames. Definitely not something I would typically gravitate towards, but you know, they're pretty neat. Put on a chain. We got some silver hardware going on, and I actually thrifted this blazer. Who is this even by? This is by Eddie Domani. It's a very Italian name. And I just cut off the sleeves, okay? But I didn't do it perfectly, so I wanted a like deconstructed look. So it's kind of what we're going for here today. And yeah, I'm super pumped. So let me go ahead and get these shoes out of the box. I also did not acknowledge the fact that I kind of have these tattoo sleeves on, okay? This is basically for sun protection. People put these on when they're on the beach to block out the sun. They're like sun sleeves, but they're tattoo covered. So I figured to give this look, you know, an extra ounce of edge. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here for. We got a box. Go ahead, get this opened. And I do not own anything from Maison Margiela, so this is definitely a very exciting moment. You know what I mean? So we got a box here. All right, this is a very simple looking box. Just all white, okay. And on the inside we have a dust bag. Very cool. This is quite small. I don't know if the shoes are gonna fit in here. What is this? Looks like something you put over your shoes to walk in a home. That's interesting. All right. And oh god, the booties. All right, so they're definitely getting Chelsea boot, but with the goat shoe. I'm calling it a goat shoe. I don't know what other animal has hooves like this, but wow. They are gorgeous. Little heel to them as well. These are sick. All right, bear with me here. We're gonna do a thorough inspection. Behold, the Maison Margiela Tabi ankle boots. They're probably the most creepy, but yet sophisticated and chic shoe I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm obsessed. They're, dare I say, simple, but also at the same time, very elevated, okay? Like there's definitely details about these shoes that are luxury at its finest. But at the same time, I mean, there's really no 𝐒𝐿𝐵𝐻 branding, anything like logos anywhere. They're very chic, okay? That's the most I'm gonna say. So we're gonna do a deep dive here on every angle, starting off with the exterior profile right here, the beauty. As you can see, there's a heel. You're gonna be hearing me clip clop like a little goat in these. Are these kitten heels? Will this be considered a kitten heel? Is this my first pair of heels? All right, I'll do what I gotta do for the love of fashion, you know what I mean? But we have a little heel going on, cute. And it's just a black silhouette. Very, very cool. And you would not even know that, you know, they're the hoof style until you see the front. So sidewise, it just looks like your average witch shoe, right? That's the vibe that I'm getting. So that's the outer profile. The inner is basically the exact same, except for we have the clutch here where you open up the shoe to put on. And it's very unique. There's kind of like these clips. I don't know what you want to call this, what's the proper word, but It's just metal that goes into place. So very cool. Other than that, it looks the exact same as the outer profile. So again, simple. The front though, I mean, obviously that's the money maker right there. We have the hoof, we have the animal foot, whatever you want to call that. I love, it just looks so editorial. Like that's the whole vibe I get from these shoes. And honestly, like I'm gonna wear them in many different ways. I'm not just gonna wear these with, you know, something that's fashion forward. I feel like I could dress these up in several different styles. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. But that front is gorgeous. There's really not much to it other than that statement right there, which is obviously like the whole ordeal of the shoes. So we love that. The back, gorge. We have that heel. I'm so excited to see if I can actually walk in these stably. So I'm nervous for that. The bottom has some branding. That's what the bottom looks like. Very cool. And it does have a little bit of branding there if you can make that out. I'm not sure exactly like what that says, but they're 43, okay? I am typically a size 44, and that's like a US men's 10, so I'm really hoping these fit. Just bear with me here. I'm gonna have to change my socks. Okay, it took me a minute to put on because I'm not used to the whole style of these shoes at all. And I think that I should be a 44. These are 43 again. They fit. They're a little tight, but look how freaking cool they look. They are comfortable. I'm actually surprised with the comfort of these shoes. Whoa, they are so neat. And the heel is not impossible. I was a little bit worried about how like stilty these were gonna be, but they're most definitely tolerable. They're so sick. Wow. Okay, all right, yeah, I'm in love. And this is the view from below. I just slipped on like a dressy sock for the outfit. I wanted a little bit of a sock showing because I don't want to just look like I'm wearing, you know, booties. And I feel like that comes together pretty well. Obviously, I'm gonna wear these more with like slacks, but for the sake of this outfit, wearing them with shorts, showing some socks is not too bad. Look how cool that is. That is neat. And the heel is actually not, it looks big when you're holding the shoes, but in reality, it's not that steep. Well, yes, we have an aerial view of these buttes. Check that out. Can you imagine just like standing next to somebody and then looking down and be like, oh, okay. Like when these first came out. Now, like, you know, they're kind of known, but when these are first created, it was probably such a like creepy moment to see shoes like this. But look how beautiful that is. All right, guys, that is a wrap for this UpShoe x Maison Margiela Tabi ankle boot experience. I am super excited to rock these this upcoming season. I mean, you can wear these whenever the heck you want, but we're about to head into spooky season, and these are giving me the witchy vibes that I need in my life, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna style these in many ways. You're gonna see me wear the heck out of these shoes, all right? So if you want to see me wear these elsewhere, make sure you follow my Instagram, TikTok. It's linked down below. But while you're here, do yourself a favor and check out UpShoe. All their information is listed in the description box down below. This was quite the experience. The quality of these shoes is amazing. The whole craftsmanship, like there's just so much detail and like care put into this that is beyond. And the prices are amazing. So if you're looking for like luxury goods on a budget, UpShoe is where it's at, of course. And I've worked with them many times and it's always been a pleasure, so check them out. And while you're here too, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I would love your company. And click the notification bell because that's gonna notify you when I upload new content. So if you wanna stay in touch, click the bell and you'll see me here next time. But that's a wrap. Until next time, and as always, say thanks, give compliments, and think positive. Then I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.